Listening Library presents Millie Magnus for Mayor by Brittany Mazique. Read for you by Keylor, Leigh. To every young leader in the making, lead with love, listen with care, and make room for all. B.M. 1. Bad News Bearers. Millicent Magnus Miller! I dip my brush into a pot of bright orange and keep on painting. Busy! I yell back from under Mayor Maud's desk. 1, because I am busy. And 2, because Josephine Draper knows I mostly go by Millie Magnus. Bawk! That's what my pet chicken, Extra Spicy, says when he sticks a foot into purple paint and steps onto our paper. Today, we are making Mayor Maud a picture to hang in her home office. She needs one. Right now, this room is the colors of not-so-interesting foods, like oatmeal and wheat bread. But it won't be once we're done, on account of Extra Spicy and I are artists, and that we don't like anything plain or boring. I get a whiff of old leather. Then I see Josephine Draper's feet. Millicent Magnus, I declare. Chickens have no business painting, and certainly not in the mayor's office. That Josephine Draper has been bothering me ever since I woke up this morning. That's when she wanted me to wear the itchy, ruffly pajamas she picked out for Mismatched Pajama Day on the last day of school. Mismatched Pajama Day is supposed to be fun, not itchy and ruffly, I told her. That's why I'm wearing my favorite donut and taco pajamas with the matching top and bottom on account of that's mismatched for me. Josephine Draper places a tray with 2 coffee cups on a table in Mayor Maud's office. Extra Spicy raises an eyebrow, and I do too. Who's the extra cup for? I ask. Mayor Maud's new architect, Mr. Longfellow. She picks up Extra Spicy and wipes a big glob of purple paint off his claws. I'm afraid you and dear Extra Spicy will have to take your art elsewhere. Sometimes Josephine Draper confuses being Mayor Maud's assistant with being the boss of me. Here's a piece of news. She's not. I crawl out from under the desk and take Extra Spicy in my arms. This office needs some color, I say. Is that so? Josephine Draper asks. Then she points out the window. Mayor Maud is pulling into the driveway. Hurry and pack away your paints and get Extra Spicy to his coop. My ears try to listen to what Josephine Draper is saying, but Extra Spicy is busy squirming out of my arms, and my nose is too busy sniffing something yucky from the kitchen. Mayor Maud walks into the office before I can ask what the smell is. I run and leap into her arms. My favorite mayor, I say, resting my cheek next to hers. How about favorite mom? She says back. Mayor Maud doesn't mind being called Mayor Maud by everyone else in Washington, D.C., but when it comes to me, she'd rather just be Mom. My cheeks get a little warm and a tiny bit red, too. My favorite mom, I say back. Mayor Maud puts me down and motions to the man with her. Millie Magnus, she says, can you say hello to Mr. Longfellow? I look up, then up, and up, and up. This Longfellow guy is so tall, he looks like his legs were stretched out and then attached to his body. Wow, I say. I bet you were the tallest guy in your class. Mr. Longfellow smiles, then stoops down to my level, which, if you didn't know, is pretty close to the ground for a guy like him. Nice to finally meet you, Millie Magnus, he says. I've heard so much about you. I tilt my head back and point my nose to the sky. Then I put my hand on my hip and say, mostly good, I'm sure. Mr. Longfellow laughs before he walks over to a private room in Mayor Maud's office. That room is reserved for 2 things. The first is me. I go in there and take some time to myself in the reading nook when I need a break from Josephine Draper. The other thing is important conversations. That must be why Mr. Longfellow is here. Just when I start wondering what he's going to talk to Mayor Maud about, my brain goes back to remembering Extra Spicy. I think he's under Mayor Maud's desk with the paint. Oh boy, I say to myself. When I need to get from one side of the room to the other fast, I give myself a little run and then slide the rest of the way on my knees. Most times, this is a great idea. Today, I'm not so sure. I slide down and stop right under Mayor Maud's desk, just as Extra Spicy runs across our painting with rainbow claws. I catch him before he can land on Mayor Maud's coconut-colored carpet. I act natural, like everything is fine, just in time to ask Mayor Maud about dinner. Mom? She peeks her head under the desk. Millie Magnus? You promised to make tuna casserole tonight. It's Friday, and we always have tuna casserole on Fridays. I suppose this leopard never changes her spots now, does she? She says. I'm not sure what that means, but I don't spend too much time trying to figure it out, because that's when the smell from the kitchen somersaults into my nostrils again, and I can tell it's Josephine Draper's barbecued chicken and yucky deviled eggs. I wish I could plug my nose with my paintbrushes. There's no way I'm eating Josephine Draper's dinner. In case you didn't know, I don't eat eggs no matter how they're cooked, and neither does Extra Spicy, for good reason. Mayor Maud wipes some paint off of my cheek with her thumb. Change can feel really scary before you try something new, but if you just give change a chance, you'll see things usually have a way of turning out okay, and maybe even good in the end. I can imagine Josephine Draper's dinner being lots of things. Good is not one of them. Mayor Maud stands up to join Mr. Longfellow in the important conversation room. I squint my eyes to see through the tiny window in the door. I press my whole body on that door to try to hear what Mr. Longfellow is saying. Bob? Squawks Extra Spicy. Ring! Rings Mayor Maud's phone. Oh, Millicent Magnus Miller! Dinner! Josephine Draper calls from the kitchen. Coming! I shout back sweetly. But really, I'm trying to hear what Mayor Maud is saying. Something about our neighborhood playground. Mr. Longfellow pulls out a blueprint. In case you don't know, a blueprint is a big flat drawing that looks fancy. Actually, it's just a bunch of shapes and lines. I know because I've seen blueprints before. Mayor Maud, my dad, and I drew one together when we tore down the shed in our backyard so we could build a chicken coop. Building the coop was one of the last things we did before he died. Mayor Maud still has that blueprint hanging in a frame in her office, and a picture of the three of us in front of the coop after we put the final touches on it is right on her desk. Seeing them makes me sad. In my mind, I changed the channel because there's an important conversation I need to hear. I lean my ear on the door to the room where Mayor Maud and Mr. Longfellow are sitting. I hear a few words I wish I hadn't. Tear down. Playground. Change it to... But before I can hear the rest, I see paint dripping.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?